Hello students, welcome to Spectra Education Academy. In this video, we are going to discuss few numericals which are related to equations of motion when body allowed to fall freely. Let us begin the first question. Let us read the question. Drops of water fall regular intervals from the roof of a building of height 16 meters. The first striking the ground at the same moment as the fifth detaches from the roof. Find the distance between the successive drops. So here, say this is a standard question in the chapter. So this is the place where there is some leakage. Say this is slab is laid this 1-2 days back. So let us say while constructing the building, slab is laid. So there is some leakage. So let us say this is the fifth drop ready to fall. So here it may be fourth drop at its position. This may be third drop at its position. This may be second drop. So this is the first drop. So first drop. So, but in all the drops, only one drop will travel a total distance of 16 meters. So the roof of a building of height 16 meters. So this is the ground. The ground. So first let us find out how much time it takes to reach the ground. Only first drop. When first drop at its position, let us say A. Second drop is at position B. Third drop is position C. Fourth drop at position D. Yeah. So out of all these drops, only first drop is traveling a distance of 16 meters. Let us find out how much time it takes to reach the ground. So we have S equal to ut plus half AT square. Okay. So make use of equations moving under gravity. So this H will be minus H, S will be minus H. Freely falling means U0, half minus G, call it as first drop T1 square. Now minus minus cancelled. So H is 16 is equal to, this is going to be half into 10. So with, okay, you continue write G, T1 square. So this is going to be T1 will, you will get it as T1 is equal to 32, or you can write 16 into 2 by G under root. So this can also be written as root 16 is 4 under root 2 by G. So this is the time interval in which first drop reaches the ground. So just you count how many gaps are here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So time taken by this is important. Time taken by the second drop to reach its position will be 3/4 of the total time taken by the first drop. So time taken by the second drop to reach position B will be 3/4 of the total time taken by first drop. So you write down from the top HB, same equation, S equal to ut plus half AT square, negative negative cancelled, half G T2 square. But what is T2 here is 3/4 of T1. So what is T1? This is T1. So T2 is equal to 3/4 into 4 with the 2 by G under root. Now you find out HB. HB is equal to half T2 square. T2 square means this will be 9, this will be 16. Again, this will be 16. This root get cancelled. You will get a 2 by g. So you will have to cancel 16, 16. You will have to cancel this g and this 2 also. So therefore, from the top, the distance of the second drop to reach point B is 9 meters. Next, similarly, time taken by the third drop. Time taken by third drop to reach position C will be half of the time taken by the first drop. So that is means T3 is equal to 1 by 2 T1. So what did you get? T1 means half into T1, you got it as 4 into under root 2 by g. Now let us find out H. This is HC, let us say. Third drop is at position C. HC is equal to come to position C, it takes time T3 square. Once again, using S equal to UT plus half AT square only. So HC is equal to half into G into T3 square. So it will be 1 by 4. This will be 16. So root get cancelled, it will be 2 by G. So 2 and 2 get cancelled, G and G get cancelled. So it will be 4 times. So from the top, third drop is at 4 meters. And fourth drop. So it takes 1/4 of, because 4 gaps are there, it takes fourth part of the total time taken by. So time taken by fourth drop to reach position D will be 1 by 4th of the time taken by 1 by 4th of the time taken by the first drop. So T4 you write down. T4 is equal to 1 by 4 of T1. But what is T1? Once again 1 by 4 with 4 under root 2 by G. So now let us find out HD. So when first drop reaches ground, fourth drop in the middle at point D. HD is equal to half G T4 square. So half into G into T4 square. So it will be 1 by 16 with again 16 with 2 by G. So therefore G cancelled, 2 cancelled, 16 cancelled, it will be 1 meter. So we need to find out gap. So you got this one. This is at 1 meter. Here to here, third drop is at at point C. Third drop is at 4 meters from the top. Next, second drop is at 9 meters. Okay, last drop anyhow is at 16 meters from the top. So now we have to find out gap between any successive drops. So gap between fourth and third. Fourth and third is subtract 1 meter from 4. So therefore H3 minus H4 you write down, or HC minus HD. So this is gap between third and fourth drop. So HC you got it as 4 and D you got it as 1. 4 minus 3. 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1 is 3 meters. Similarly, gap between second and third. Gap between second and third means HB minus HC. HB minus HC. So this is the gap between second and third. So it will be 9 minus 4. So it will be 5 meters. Then last, gap between first and second. Gap between first and second. So it is HA minus HB. So this is the gap between first and second drop. So it will be 16 minus 9, 7 meters. So anyhow, fourth drop will be at 1 meter only. So therefore, gap between successive drops is 1 meter, 3 meter, 5 meter, and 7 meters. Third option is correct. A body falls freely from a height of 25 meters, mentioned G 10 meter per second square. After 2 seconds, gravity ceases to act. Find the time taken by it to reach the ground. So just you try to understand with the help of diagram. So this is the path along which body travels. So after 2 seconds, so U0, gravity will not be present. So for this path, G is absent. But what is the total height is? Total height is mentioned 25 meters. So you find out within 2 seconds, how much is this X? So that this is with gravity. This is with gravity. So that you can find out how much distance it travels without gravity. So first you find out X. For the case of freely falling body, once again you have to take ut plus half at square. So this will be h, this will be x. Freely falling means u0, of course negative, half g permanently negative, t square. So minus minus cancelled. So x is equal to half into 10 into this time is 2 seconds with gravity. So it will be 4. So this is 5 times 20 meters. So what you can understand is with the gravity, it travels a distance of 20 meters. So you can take up to here. So within 2 seconds, it travels 20 meters. So this is 20 meters. So hereafter, gravity is absent. Now it travels without gravity only 5 meters. But before that, we need to find out what is the velocity it is going to get after 2 seconds. So make use of v equal to u plus at. Anyhow, u0, v is equal to g, because up to 2 seconds gravity is present. So therefore g is 10, 2 seconds. So it is going to acquire 20 meter per second after traveling 20 meters. So since gravity is absent, it travels with the same velocity 20 meters per second for 5 meters. Now, so T is equal to, this is without gravity, T is equal to S by V. So what is S here? Distance to travel without gravity 5 meters. So this is going to be 20. So it will be 1 by 4. Okay. So T is equal to, this is going to be 0.25. So now with gravity 2 seconds, without gravity it is going to take 0.25. So answer is 2 plus, find the time taken by it to reach the ground. 2.2 plus 0.25. So it will be 2.25. So instead of given option, you make it as correction. So it is 2.5 seconds to reach the ground from the top. So this is another question. A stone is dropped into a well and the splash of sound is heard after 5.3 seconds. If the water is at a depth of 122.5 meters from the ground, find the velocity of sound in air. So you have written in the previous session the formula, total time to hear the splash of sound as T is equal to under root 2h by g plus h by v. Now this total time is given, it is 5.3. 2h, how much is depth of the well? It is 122.5. Now you take G10 plus h, once again depth of the well 122.5 divided by v. So we are looking for v value here. Now you can do one thing here. So this is going to be, you take a, since you take a G10, you take a, this is roughly, instead of 122.5, you take it as 125. So that you will get a 250 by 10. It will be 25. So therefore 5.3. So this is 250 by 10 plus 122.5 by v. So it will be 25. Root 25 is 5. So therefore 5.3 minus 5 you take left side, because this is 5, root 25 is 5, is equal to 125 only you take. So because the previous this one you have taken, it is 125, you continue to take 125 by v. Now this is going to be 0.3 is equal to 125 by v. Now v is equal to 125 by 0.3. If you cancel point denominator, so it will be, so 1250 by 3. So in the question you make a small correction, this 5.34 you take. So this is 5.34. Here also 5.34. So this is 0.34. So it will be 3.4. So 1250 by 3.4, roughly it will be 368 meter per second. The last option is correct. In my next video, I'll continue a few more questions based on this. Thank you very much for watching my video, but don't forget to share and subscribe with your friends and relatives.